Hello, I'm back again. This is Star to Earth. So today's reading, we are going to look at one important reminder that you need to keep for the entire year. So if there's one reminder that you'll be needing for 2026, what is it? Okay, this is group 1, group 2, group 3. You may pick one intuitively and then go to the timestamps below for your reading. I'll see you there. Hi group 1, so you pick the Jade Stone and the Dreamweaver's Oracle. Now let's start with some tarot cards. I'll leave the crystal here. So if there's one key reminder for group 1 for this entire year, what would it be? Tap me into the energy of group 1. So we get the stack, the 10 of stones, 9 of arrows, dedication, 5 of vessels, ecstasy, and the archer. Okay. That's one reminder, group 1. Okay. Solar calm, clarify. One more oracle card. Okay, we got 2. If the wild ones come with sticks, and all the willows know your name. Okay, group 1. For this year, the message, the main reminder that you need to keep in mind is that this year you are playing the long game. You are playing the long game. This card is right in the center, dedication. I feel like you can see how this woman is focused on shooting the arrows, but not really looking at where the arrows are heading towards. There's this dedication in her where she is almost treating this bow and arrow like an instrument. I'm just playing it, expressing what I want to express. But the outcome or where it goes or how does this music affect people and how do people receive it, it's not really my business. It is none of my business where it goes. I'm very much focusing on my craft, focusing on what I can control. Okay, so this is the key message for this year that you need to remember, because even the solar calm, why did I keep saying solar calm? Solar calm talks about the same thing. So the solar calm is talking about the event when the sun, when the sun is calm, where there are lesser sunspots or lesser solar flares. So the energy is more quiet, okay, there are lesser turbulence. So I think the outer circumstances in your life is going to be turbulent. I think this applies not only for you, but for everyone in the world at this time. So the outer circumstances are turbulent, and which is why we need to focus on cultivating the inner calmness. Okay? Appreciate this deep, energizing quiet of the time. So work for steady progress. Because you are playing the long game. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry. I think I accidentally pushed the camera. Okay, so it is not that big of a time to keep taking leaps and expecting big outcome, but rather focusing on your craft, on your work every day. Make sure that you have the discipline to keep doing the work every day. So we also have the Five of Vessels here. In this deck, the Five of Vessels is very special because this is a woman who is dancing like no one is watching, because she is very much in touch with the stars, the skies, the gods, the universe, that she is dancing in accordance to what she's feeling, what she's getting. It's not really, so it's like when people are in ritualistic dances where they are moving according to what they are getting, what they are feeling, not really according to whether it is beautiful in the eyes of the audience. She is not really caring about what people are seeing. So it's more like a trance state a little bit. So I feel like with these two cards, actually together with the Archer as well. So these three cards, and they are also three women, which I really like, because this is talking about the power, okay, the power of quiet work, right? Because every time when we talk about the more toxic side of masculinity, is the loud, boastful, needing recognition, needing compliments, kind of attitude, right? But these people here, they are more on the healthy feminine side, where they are working in their own corner, in their own world, fully absorbed, fully focused, right? Regardless of whether you are an artist, a dancer, an archer, it doesn't really matter what your craft is, but the fact that you trust what you are doing and you keep doing it regardless of how the results turn out to be. There's this very religiously going towards the work every day. If the Wild Ones come with sticks, talks about be careful not to fall into the negative spiral, the spiral downwards. Okay, it is very easy for us to lose this focus, okay, lose this type of focus when we get lost down this rabbit hole of I'm not enough, or my work is bad, that's why I don't receive what I deserve. That kind of negativity it can actually bring you out of this state, out of this focus state. So it is important to remember to remove yourself from the destructive energy of this negative self-talk when it comes up. Okay? In order to maintain this state, you have to be aware when the negative self-talk comes up, right? And then you refocus, you bring yourself back into this state. It is like how when we meditate, right? It is very easy for our mind to wander away from the breathing or from the meditative focus, but it is fine. It is very normal that it happens. And what we need to do is to just bring back, be aware of it, and then bring back the focus. Okay, so this is what the message is telling. So it's a very similar practice. And this number 13 is all the willows know your name. I think this is a very important encouragement. So all the willows know your name. This card is talking about being seen, being understood, having a relationship with others, being appreciated by others. So this card is reminding you that there are people. I actually want to pull clarifiers for this one, because I think this message is very important to help you to come out from the negative self-talk. So all the willows know your name. There are people in your life who knows you, who knows your soul. They know. Wow, we get the Lovers. Oh my God. These are people who can see you as who you truly are. And they love you. Wow. For some of you, this is a romantic partner, whether you are in a relationship or not right now. You do have someone who belongs to your soul family who really love you for who you are. You might not have met them yet. So if you have not met them, then you are going to meet them in 2026. This is a strong message, okay? Because here we already have 10 of stones. Again, it talks about building a foundation that started from two people. So there's a male and a female here. And this is the home that they together built. I think together with 10 of stones and the Lovers, and also all the willows know your name, I think this is an indication that you will meet someone that you can build with, someone who can someone who constantly reminds you their presence, or how they look at you, how they treated you, or how the way they make you feel reminds you that you are appreciated. Okay, people who value you. Two of Rods, Seven of Rods. For some of you, these are followers, so it could be followers on social media, or your clients, or could also be your colleagues, but they are younger, so they are your mentees. Okay. If you do not have these people now, you are definitely meeting them soon, this year, okay? Because we're reading about this entire year, right? So there will be key people, key connections that remind you this way, remind you that you are well appreciated, you are valued, you are loved. Okay, so when these people comes up, it is important that you recognize them and you are able to receive that love, right? Lastly, I just want to clarify this deck card. What's this deck trying to tell us? Mm-hmm. 10, 10, 10. You get 10 of Rods, 10 of Cups. This is a year where you will see the cause and effect. So if you are going to see how your actions or your dedication, your decisions affect an important outcome. So probably you will not see it immediately, but then you will see it at the end. So for example, you have been working hard for the past 2 years, and for this year you are going to keep working the same way, harder and with more dedication, and stay positive, stay optimistic about your own work and not falling into the negative self-talk. Then eventually you will see the reward, the outcome in a big way. It will come in a big way. Because we got 10 3 times. It is like the image I get is like a movie that starts slow, and there's not much, good news that happened to the main character, but the main character continue with the work and continue facing life day by day, day in, day out. And at the ending of the movie is when the main character finally gets everything that he wants. It's like the big happy ending at the end. So this end that I'm talking about is likely the end of this year. Maybe around October to December is when you will receive bigger rewards, like bigger good news that you truly deserve. But before that, right, keep going with this dedication card. Okay. So just to conclude, right, to make a short summary, in 2026 it is important that you focus on your work. When I say work, it doesn't mean career, okay? It means what you believe in, your purpose that you have, that you hold on to in life, okay? Focus on that. Dedicate your time, your energy into what you truly believe in, and stop counting what you get back. Okay, it is important that you do not go penny by penny and check your bank account every day to make sure that you get back what you work on. I feel like those things will come slow. So because it's not saying not to ignore your finance or ignore, whether your energy is being wasted or not. It is just that whenever you check and you feel like it is not coming back as much as you expect, then you might fall into this negative self-talk. It's like, oh, okay, then, I've been working for a year and nothing, it's not, I've not gained as much as I wanted, so I'll just switch, or I'll just stop, or I'll just give up. So it's important that you don't go down that path, because the rewards are going to come in a big way at the end of the year. Okay, so be more focus on the long run. Okay, you are in the long run right now with the solar calm. And then as a side message, there are people in your life who really thinks that you are wonderful, you are so lovely, you are so valuable, you are so so awesome, so great, and they really see you. They see what you are good at and how hard you work. They value you. Okay? All right. This is all I have for you, Group 1. I hope that the message helps you. And if you feel like the reading resonates with you, you may click like, subscribe, or leave a comment below. You can also find me on Instagram for more free readings. And for a personal reading, you can check my website below. And I'll see you in my next reading. Thank you. Bye bye. Hi, Group 2. So we are going to start with some tarot cards. Okay. This is the crystal that you pick. So our question is, what is one key reminder that you need to hear for this entire year? Okay. Group 2. What is one key reminder for Group 2? Group 2. Thank you. Okay. We got 6 of arrows, 6 of bows, balance, Page of bows, 10 of stones. Right. Oracle cards. One key reminder for Group 2. Okay, we got Pisces and Midheaven. For Group 2. Okay, all the magic everywhere. Okay, Group 2. Something that is very obvious is that you are moving towards abundance. We get the transition card followed by abundance, and they are both 6. So if you are currently in the middle of a change, okay, it could be changing a job, moving, okay, relocation, moving homes, or there are some shifts in your home situation, then know that you are in the middle of a transition. That means you are not at the destination yet. It means your current situation is not going to stay for the long term. Okay, you are in the process, and your destination will be abundance. You will get to where you want to get to. You will get what you want. Okay, why did I say that? It's not only because of the abundance card, it is also of this card, all the magic everywhere. So this card talks about, I think it is like this. Okay. This card talks about seeing beautiful manifestations everywhere you go. Things moving fast and turning out positive, as if you are walking on clouds, right? On cloud 9. And the fish also represents abundance, like having more than enough. Having more than enough. I think for for many of you, this is a career change. It is likely that in the beginning you are required to be someone who explore, like you would be required to explore some new skills or something that is out of your comfort zone, out of your usual field or expertise. You are required to learn as well with this page of bows. Learn, explore, a little risk-taking as well. It is not going to be, the success is not going to be just handed to you. It requires you to do something that is out of your usual way of thinking, a way of handling things. So what you will feel like is that, oh, I'm learning something different. Okay, requires you to take a different step out of your usual response, your usual norm. Why did I say for many of you this is career? It's because we get the Midheaven card. The Midheaven talks about how we want to be seen in the world. How do we want to be seen in the public eye? How do we carry ourselves when we are in the society? Okay, as opposed to when we are at home. Okay, and with the word pinnacle here, I feel like you might not recognize that you are reaching the pinnacle, because right now you feel like, what, I'm transiting at this time? I thought I should have built enough to reach the top, but somehow I'm in transition. So I feel like there's some doubtful energies in you that you feel like you're forced to change, and it makes you feel not confident enough. The fact that you are in the middle of a change, but then when you approach this with the attitude of, well, okay, then I'll see what are the new opportunities available for me, then you will realize that you are nearing your pinnacle. Okay, so this detour, a small detour that you are in right now, is actually bringing you to the destination you want faster, as long as your mindset is ready to take on this challenge. Okay, for many of you, well, I feel I would say for 50% of you, You are exploring your spirituality, you're exploring your emotional world, something that feels hidden or something that is in your dream world, or it could also be, you know, your own fantasy world. For example, oh, suddenly I have this urge to be a fantasy writer, a fantasy story writer. You know, I want to become someone who writes storybooks, fantasy stories. And then you shift there by, you know, exploring what's the possibility there. Because with this Pisces card, it is something that starts as very elusive, like you cannot really see what the form is. So it is in your dreams, in your daydreams, or it could be also some subconscious work. Okay, so which is why I mentioned spirituality. So you could be thinking of, you know, exploring spiritual work as a career, okay, or being a therapist, things like that. I want to pull some clarifiers actually for the Balance card and the Ten of Stones, as well as the Pisces card as well. The thing is, because Neptune has entered Aries, and Neptune is the ruler for Pisces, and Saturn also entered Aries recently, and Saturn is the ruler for the 10th house, which is where midheaven is. So for some of you, the Neptune Saturn conjunction in Aries, that I'm sure you have seen astrologers talk about for quite some time, because it's a very major astrological transit of recent years. Okay, so for some of you this might be a very significant event for your chart, because you might have some personal angles or personal planets that are touching this conjunction. So this is something that you may explore further. Okay, let's see what else we get for the Balance card and Ten of Stones specifically. Any more? Lovers again. The Lovers card came out in group 1 as well, so I don't know. And the Two of Rods also came up in group 1. What's going on? Hierophant. We get the Moon card. And the Moon is all about the hidden messages, the emotional world, very much related to this Pisces card. Okay, what is this telling us? Let me see. Okay, one message is that you cannot really plan what is next, especially when it comes to your relationship, your one-to-one relationship. It could also, I feel like this one-to-one relationship could be romantic, marriage, or it can also be career wise, like your business partner, there's something about this relationship, this one-to-one relationship, that you cannot really foresee or plan. But this is something that requires that has a contract that is bound together. It's not like a fling, you know. It's not something casual. This is something serious. Even though it is something serious, you cannot really plan for it. Now I'm looking at the 5 and 5 here. There are changes coming up in your one-to-one relationships. You cannot really plan for it. You don't need to plan for it, is what I meant to say. Okay, changes again, get the Tower. Okay, so if they couldn't really plan for it, what is the advice regarding this change in the relationship? What's the advice? Okay, we get the Knight of Pentacles, Strength, and Queen of Cups. Okay, navigate by being really sensitive to how you feel. Open up your senses, because the Queen of Cups is someone who prioritizes emotions and follow their own intuition. Observe. Do not take action prematurely. Observe both your inner world and your outer world. And do not worry, because you do have the strength and courage to get to the outcome that you deserve, the outcome that you want. Yeah, I think for some of you this has to do with a marriage. Prioritize you, prioritize how you feel, and do not be afraid. Okay, I just want to summarize it. Okay, these are the extra cards. So in 2026, even if you feel like you are in transition, you will get to the abundance at the end. Not at the end, I mean eventually, because we have this wonderful card about all the magic everywhere. So you will get to the abundance that you want, but of course not without some risk taking, some exploring, some adventures ahead. Okay, learning something different. And also look into the Neptune and Saturn conjunction. If this resonates with you, and prioritize how you feel with the Queen of Cups. All right, I think this is all I have. Group 2. If you feel like this reading resonates with you, you may click like, subscribe, or leave me a comment. You can also find me on Instagram for more free readings, and for personal readings I do provide them in my website that I've left down below. So okay, group 2, I'll see you in my next reading. Thank you. Hi group 3, so you pick this crystal, we'll leave it here. So if there's one key reminder that you need this year, what will it be? Let's start with some tarot cards. You have, it's early in the morning here, so there's some morning sun on my desk. I hope it's still, you can still see the cards clearly. So let's get 5 cards for group 3. 10 of Stones, Page of Stones, 9 of Bows, oops, 2 of Bows, one more, the Ancestor, okay, next we will pull some oracle cards for group 3. One reminder, Taurus. Group 3. You get 2 cards. When you feel the magic, sing and let the fire dragon sleep. Okay. Okay, group 3. The first message that stands out is that you will be making a decision, because both of these cards talk about choosing or taking the step towards something important. So the 2 of Bows, you can see this man is holding 2 staffs, trying to decide which one to pick. And the Ancestor, it's also the same thing. There's an entrance, a doorway here, and we get the new moon, the rising moon over here. So it's talking about entering a different timeline, choosing to enter a different timeline. This is not a simple or small decision, okay? It's quite a major one, and it could be one that have been nudging you for a while, okay, with the Ancestor and the drums here. You have been considering about this decision for a while, okay? And this year you will make it, you will finally make the decision. So one reminder, an important one, is patience. The emphasis of the stones here, we have the 10 of Stones and the Page of Stones, as also with the Taurus card. This shows that this year might feel slow. You might feel like the analogy is like a gardener. Like if you want to plant a fruit tree, you would start with a seedling, with a seed even, germinate it, wait for it to grow into a seedling, water it, make sure there's enough sun, but not too much sun. You know, there's a lot of nurturing going into this tree, this small seedling. Fertilize it, remove the extra plants around it, make sure it has space, and all this while you will not see the fruit. There's no fruit in the beginning, right? So only until you see flowering, and then the fruits will come. So this is a process that you might feel long or slow. It's like there's a lot of building up, but not enough reward in the middle. Like there are not enough. It's not like, every month you get one small fruit. No, right? All the fruits come at once. So the Page of Stones here talk about being a little hesitant, more careful and slow. Take slow steps, baby steps. I think you are already doing this, but you might be judging yourself a little bit. It's like, why can't I, go faster? But this is a slow year. This is a cultivating year. Okay, so this is the first reminder. Okay. There will be moments of revelation where you feel like, it's like suddenly things just click together. So this card talks about when you feel the magic sing. And I feel like this is the Ten of Stones card. It's like you have been working on it gradually, slowly, and then out of nowhere, everything just fits. When you least expect it, okay? Magic comes together. Circumstances bring positivity together, and then, you just see it. It feels magical, but it's not actually out of nowhere. It is your hard work. And these two cards, they actually talk about similar things, but I do want to pull some clarifiers before I talk about it. Okay. For the Nine of Bowls in reverse and the Let the Fire Dragon Sleep. Nine of Bowls, respect. Nine of Bowls. Oh, had the deck up. Had the deck reverse. Page of Cups. Ten of Cups. Very nice. Only pay attention to people or relationships, connections that are drama-less. So you can see how two of them, they only have each other in their eyes, right? It's like other circumstances do not matter anymore. So block out people or connections that do not make you feel this way. Do not make you feel seen. Do not make you feel equal. Because Let the Fire Dragon Sleep talk about pulling yourself out of drama, out of chaos. Do not, if you see chaos, do not go and touch it. Just let the fire dragon sleep, okay? There's no need for you to enter into a chaotic situation. So avoid chaos, and one way to avoid it is to set better boundaries with certain people or certain circumstances. Okay, I feel like you already know who are the people and what are the situations that bring the fire dragons awake, right? I feel this Page of Cups resonates well with this when you feel the magic sing, because the fish is jumping out of the cup and the whale is jumping out of the sea. There will be nice good news once in a while, small and big ones. Most of them are big. Those are the moments when you feel the magic sing. Page of Cups, I feel like regardless, like even though we talk about this working hard and slow, right? The Page of Cups actually talk about some fun, some lightheartedness. So I think this is the second message, to incorporate some fun into your daily life. And the fun will actually bring in magic, bring in more magic. Okay, so spend more time with children, people who are younger than you. Bring youthfulness into your life, experience something different. Go to activities that you've never been to. Okay. The nine of Bowls here, I feel like it is telling you that this year things might feel a little bit unconventional. It might not go like you expected or you feel how it should go. Especially with these two decisions card, I feel like you are going to make a decision that is different from the people around you, or different from the culture or the family background that you were in. So I think it is more like an encouragement, saying that if you want to make a decision that feels very different, very unique, know that your ancestors actually encourage this. Even though when they were alive, they did not live this way. They did not make the choices that you made. But today, if you made the choices that they did not make, they will respect you for that. They actually feel happy. They actually feel like, wow, brave one. It's like you kind of compliment what they didn't do in the past. You extended their evolution, you push further, and they respect you for that. It's like, wow, we have this down our generational line. There's someone who made a decision that is vastly different from what we would do, and the limitations that our family line or our culture has set. So this is someone brave. Interesting that we get this message. Yeah, so let's summarize a little bit before I end. So this year, be patient, right? The first message. With the cultivate here, be patient. There will be moments of magic, so pay attention to those, and bring more lightheartedness into your life, into your daily life. Stay away from chaos. Stay away from people who create drama. And with the big decision that you are making, your ancestor is coming in to encourage you. They are here to say that they respect you for your courage. All right, this is all I have for you, Group 3. If the reading resonates with you, you may click like, subscribe, or leave a comment below. And you can also find me on Instagram for more free readings. And on my website, you can book a personal reading. And that's all. I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye.